I've been hearing a lot of talk lately about nomads settling down and buying land and selling out and all that stuff. Well, I just wanted to set the record straight just a little bit about where I'm at and where my life is going. Am I settling down? Did I buy some land? Yes, I did. If my life isn't exciting enough for you with enough adventure, you might as well just hit that unsubscribe button right now. I took the Honda powered Baja Bug up here nearly to the top of the mountain, just doing a little bit exploring, off-roading, and checking out the scene here in Quartzsite, Arizona. This is like a nomad paradise. Everybody flocks here in the winter. Thousands and thousands of people come out here. The Breadtruck is way, way out there. You can't even see it. I just wanted to do a little bit of exploring, and I found this. This is kind of interesting. It says keep out, but it doesn't really go anywhere. But it's this cool little cave in the side of the mountain. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But it says keep out. I'm guessing that the rocks overhead are not very stable. They do look a little bit flaky, and they could fall down in on you. But I was just out taking the Honda Bug for a rip. The Honda Bug is doing awesome. It's got the Honda K24 motor in the back, and rest of it is a stock Beetle. Well, not exactly stock, but it's a little bit jacked up, off-roaded, and yeah, it's like a mini camper too. We got the solar panels on the roof, got the power station inside with the fridge freezer, got the whole deal going on. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Are nomads settling down? Are they selling out? Is van life not all that it's cracked up to be? Well, you know, I got into van life over 5 years ago. I went on the road in October of 2017. So I feel like I'm a seasoned veteran of van life now. Me and the Breadtruck and Ellie, we've been all across this country over 5 times. From Florida to California, across the top of the country and back. 5 times now. We've put over 60,000 miles on the Breadtruck. And we've seen a lot of places. And, you know, I don't think I've even seen a quarter of what the United States has to offer. We've been traveling full-time for 5 years, and we've had a great time doing it. I'll have to be honest, from day one, my goal has never been van life forever. I cannot imagine myself, an 80-year-old man, still rolling around the streets of America in an old Breadtruck. That was never the plan, guys. Never the plan. From day one, I've been traveling this country, been checking out all the places that I go, looking at land to buy, seeing what's for sale, seeing what the prices are, and seeing what that area has to offer. Not just with the land itself and the availability of water and the scenery and the climate and all of that, but also the community, the people that are around in that area. That's a big important thing to us too. So we've been looking for a place to buy some land in every place that we go to, and we've been around this whole entire country. Ellie's been to almost every one of the 50 states. The only one that she hasn't seen is Alaska. I've seen a little bit less. I haven't really done the Northeast because honestly, I don't want a van life up there. It's very difficult, so I'm not trying to get knocks from the cops. I've never been bothered by the cops when I'm just boondocking, parked in the van. I've never had to worry about that in the Breadtruck, but the East Coast is a different animal. It's a little bit more difficult. So now that we've decided on a place, we bought 10 acres of land up in Williams, Arizona. It's the high desert. It's about 6,100 feet high. So the summers are mild. The winters are pretty cold. We get a lot of snow and all that, but we are going to be full-time homesteaders on our land for the next several years. The foreseeable future of, I'm thinking like at least 5 years, we're going to be putting roots down, building a garden, raising some livestock, having a dog, maybe 2 dogs, a couple cats. That's going to be our home base. Not that we won't do any traveling, because we still will travel. We have that desire, that adventurous spirit. We want to get out and see things, but we also want to build up a piece of land that will help provide for us. Van life is not sustainable. It's not really off-grid. When you're out here in the world, yeah, maybe you can stay out for a month, maybe 2 months at a time, but you do reach a point where you got to go into town. You got to pick up some water, you got to pick up groceries, you got to go dump your RV tank, you got to do those things, and you're not completely self-sufficient. You know, let's be honest here. Is off-grid living really possible with van life? Not if you're traveling. Maybe if you park your van out on a piece of land somewhere, but then, you know, you're not doing the nomadic lifestyle. You're staying in one place and you're still relying on society to provide certain needs for you. So our plan is to develop a piece of land, make it off-grid property that can grow food, that can sustain us, and we won't have to leave. You know, it'll be a kind of place where the land will be providing resources for us. The opposite of a regular sticks and bricks house that's in a subdivision. All of those houses, all they do is just consume resources. Now we're trying to build a place that's going to provide resources. Deep down inside, I'm a creative at heart. I love to build things. I love working with my hands. This bug is one of the projects that I recently got. It's going to be turned into like a little mini micro camper, but it's going to be like a backwoods adventure vehicle. I'll be able to hop in the bug, go take off for a weekend or whatever, take off for a week, live in the bug, and go do some really like awesome adventures. But it'll be pretty close to where our land is at. There's a lot of things to see all around Utah, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico. We are very closely located to all of those places, and they're all places that we really love to be and hang out and explore. So the talk of everything is like, what are nomads doing? Nomads are buying up all this land. Everybody's settling down. Everybody's not traveling anymore. Well, you know, like I didn't make any commitments to you, the viewer, to anybody out there that I was going to travel full time for the rest of my life. So if you don't like what we're doing, you can go ahead and hit unsubscribe. I'm sure me, Ellie, the Honda Bug, the Transit Connect, the Breadtruck, I'm sure everybody will find their own audience doing all the things we love to do. I mean, just look at this view up here, halfway up the top of the mountain. I was able to drive up here with this awesome off-road Honda Bug, and I just love it. I love building projects. I love vintage things such as the 67 Beetle right here. I love the character of these old things, the classic cars. I love it. That's why I love the Breadtruck. It's a classic car as well. You know, it's from 1989, which isn't that old, but you know, you're talking about getting into 35 years old at this point. So long story short, I'll never stop adventuring. I'll never stop exploring. I'll never stop pushing my boundaries and my comfort zone. That's where I believe success lies, is right outside of your comfort zone. If you guys are all comfy, cozy in your house, consider it. You know, hey, maybe you can change things up, make yourself a little bit uncomfortable, see what kind of change and growth happens within you. Because that's what I found. That's what I found, is that every time I push myself to a new limit, to challenge my comfort level, to step outside of what I'm used to, I found massive success and happiness. You know, living in a tiny way, living a tiny lifestyle, using less resources, being more inventive to just make it through every single day. I found that deeply, deeply satisfying. And that's the way that I want to live from here on out in the future. I mean, sure, 10 acres of land, that's not exactly tiny, but we're talking about building a tiny house on the land and having, you know, just not like consumerism, not just consuming, not just like the marketing that goes into capitalism. You know, I don't want to subscribe to that anymore. I don't want to have, you know, 30 packages show up at the house every day from Amazon. I don't want to go to Walmart and buy all the junk food. I want to live in a healthy way, eat healthy foods, have a healthy routine, be active, and all of those things. That's what I'm striving to do in my life. So this has been a huge topic that's been happening for, like, I'd say the last year or so. All of these nomads buying land, buying up all the property in Arizona. I guarantee you there is plenty of space in Arizona for way more people. I mean, most of Arizona has a very low population. We're not buying all the land. If the nomadic lifestyle is what you are watching this channel for, then, you know, we may be switching gears. There might be a little bit of growing pains, but if you're following this channel because you're into me and you're into what we are doing, then stick with us. You're gonna see a lot more adventures coming in the near future. Everybody thinks that since we bought land, you're not going to see adventures anymore. Well, I don't know. We don't seem to be at the property right now. We're out here in Quartzsite, Arizona, and I'm doing a little exploring and having fun. And we're going to be doing the whole winter season out here. So the nomadic content is not quite finished yet. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, get up off at the top of this mountain and get back to the Breadtruck. But I wanted to make this video real quick and kind of just tell you where I'm at, where my mind is at, what our future plans are, and what you can expect to see on the Breadtrucker channel. I may not even be the Breadtrucker anymore because the Breadtruck is for sale. You can check the last video I made, the video before that. You can find a listing of all the features that the Breadtruck has to offer. It is for sale right now. Contact me if you'd like some more information about it. Breadtrucker@gmail.com. I can give you all the information you need to know about the Breadtruck. It's a fully functional, super dialed in, comfortable tiny home on wheels that's capable of going the distance. I can guarantee that because I've done it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for checking out this video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed, I do recommend you hit that button and follow us along for all the crazy adventures that we're about to get into, all of the homesteading projects that are going to be happening, and everything there is to come in the future. I hope to see you there. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.